What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Creative Pineapple. So today we're going to be creating a piece of art to show balance. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a design that is symmetrical. That means it's the same on both sides. So this is going to work the best with simple shapes, but if you want to do something complicated, that's great. Have fun. You are artists and you can create what you would like. However, the easiest thing to do is something the same on both sides. So that's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to draw a picture where I have the earth in the middle, and I'm going to have somebody holding the earth between their hands and a plant growing out the top, kind of symbolizing when people come together and take care of it, that we can bring nature back and take care of the earth that we've been given. So I'm starting to kind of rough out the shape, but here's the thing. Y'all don't want to watch me make a whole piece of art on here little by little for 30 minutes. So to make it a little bit quicker, I'm going to get rid of this, flip my paper over to the one that I've already created, which I know you can't see super well because it's not super dark, but that's on purpose because I'm about to cut this out and turn it into a piece of art. So I'm going to go over this a little bit darker so you can kind of see where things are. I have the earth there. We've got a plant up here coming out the top. I'm going to actually change the direction of these leaves that I made so they fit better. And really, you only need to draw half of your drawing. So I have more of the drawing, and you can kind of see that in the leaves up at the top, where there is more of the drawing that's there, but I'm not going to draw it right now because we only need to draw half of it. That's why I said we only need something that is symmetrical. So I'm pushing down pretty hard so you can see, but you can draw it pretty light when you're drawing yours because honestly, you're not even going to need to have the lines. All you need right now is a guide for you to cut it out. So we're going to fold our paper in half, and ideally you would fold your paper in half first so that you could see exactly what was half of your picture, and luckily for me, I got mine almost exactly correct. But you're going to fold it in half and then draw half of your design on that side, or fold it in half wherever your design is so that you have half of a picture right there. Now what you're going to do is cut your paper right along that line. We're going to cut it out. So I need this hand cut out. So as you can see, it doesn't reach the bottom right now. So there's two options. I can either cut it out right at the bottom, or I can extend it down to the end. Now for an example, because some of y'all might want holes or things that you cut out, not going all the way to the bottom, I'm going to draw a line and show you how to cut this out as a hole. What you're going to do is take it, if you're going to make a hole, fold it along one of the lines. You don't want to do it randomly in the middle. You can kind of see I did that a minute ago and made a mistake. But mistakes are fine. We can always redo them. That's the cool thing about art. You're going to go along the line, snip your hole, and that's going to make a hole right along the line that we're planning on cutting anyways. And then you can cut along this line and try to very carefully cut out that shape you want for your hole. Now, it's really important that you keep the parts that you cut out looking clean. Because if we cut this out all jagged and we're like, oh, it's okay, it's just a piece we're cutting out, then it's going to mess up the rest of the project. Same with this one. This one looks a little bit jagged. Part of that is because of the drawing on it, but that's okay. We're going to flip that around anyways. So once you've done that, you're going to take your second piece of paper. For mine, it's black. You can have any other color, and if you don't have construction paper, you can paint or color another piece of paper to look the way you want. Now, all you're going to do is take that half that you just cut and glue it down, lined up with the edge of your other paper. So I'm going to take my glue. I'm going to glue all over the back of this piece of paper. We're going to press it all down, make sure it's nice and smooth. So the smoother and neater we get this, the better it's going to look. Okay, so we have that part pressed down. Now we're going to take our other parts that we cut out. So for example, this half of the world, we're not going to keep it just like this. We're going to flip it over. So you can put it on here like this if you want, and then put your glue on, and that'll help remind you that this is the part that we're putting down on the paper. And it's okay if the glue gets on the paper behind it. You can use that kind of as your table, because once it dries, it's going to be clear, so you don't have to worry about that. So once we've glued it on the same side, you're going to flip it over and line it up until it matches what we made on that side. Line it up till we get a perfect match. And then press it down. Whoop, I tore mine, that's okay. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing for the other part. So it was like this. So you can glue it just like that, like it was on the paper before. And then you're going to flip it over on the other side and put it where it goes. Just like this. So then when you're done, you're going to have a symmetrical, balanced piece of art, just like this. And this is what you can turn into Google Classroom. Turn in a picture of this, and you'll be good for the day. Y'all are awesome. Go create.